Hi, my name is Nick and I'm going to outline the features of Permobil's memory function. Memory is a feature that's built into all Permobil wheelchairs with RNet and ICS electronics. It allows you the ability to save 3 different positions into the wheelchair's brain of the seating system. To store memory into the wheelchair, there's a few steps that we're going to follow throughout this video. The first step is to position the chair in which it is that you want it to be saved into that memory position. Use your ICS switchbox to position the chair into that spot. At this point, we haven't entered any type of memory mode in that switchbox. We're only using the switchbox to position the chair. Once you get the chair into that desired position, you then go through the steps of programming and saving that memory. When programming memory into the wheelchair's system, you're going to be using the ICS switchbox to perform this process. It's important to understand how the layout of the ICS switchbox works. The ICS switchbox consists of 8 LEDs across the top that are numbered 1 through 8 from the left to the right. It also consists of 8 buttons. The buttons are numbered the way that a book reads, 1 through 4 across the top row, and buttons 5 through 8 across the bottom row. In this case, when programming memory, buttons 1, 2, and 3 will be used to recall the stored memory positions. Buttons 5, 6, and 7 are used to save those memory positions. Button number 8 is the button that you'll use to enter and exit the memory mode on the wheelchair. And finally, button number 4 will be used to enter the memory storage mode on the wheelchair. Now that I have my chair in its desired position, I'm ready to store this position into the memory mode of the wheelchair. The first step in the process is to press and hold button number 8 on the switchbox. To indicate memory mode, look for the LED number 8 behind the floppy disk to start flashing green. Once you see this, you now know that you've entered into the memory mode of the chair. With my chair already in its position, I'm now going to select the position in which I want to store that memory mode. Remember, buttons 1, 2, and 3 are for recalling memory, whereas buttons 5, 6, and 7 are for storing the memory. Those buttons coincide with each other in their respective columns. So if I want to save this position into spot number 1, I'm going to use button number 5 to do that. Now that I'm ready to do this, I need to enter memory storage mode. When I enter memory storage mode, I'm on a short timer. So if I don't make an entry within a certain amount of time, it's going to exit out of that memory mode back to the normal standby. So make sure that you do this within a short amount of time. To enter into memory storage mode, you're going to press and hold button number 4 on the switchbox until LED number 7 lights up solid green. If I want to save this again in position number 1, I'm going to press and hold button number 5 on my switchbox. When I do that, I'm going to wait for the LED above that button to turn green, and I'm going to hear a short audible tone as you did a moment ago. Once you get the green LED and the short tone, you know that you've properly saved this position into that storage mode. Go ahead and repeat this process for the other 2 storage memory spots, and then you're all set to go. Now that I've completed storing my memory modes into my wheelchair, I'm ready to go ahead and recall those positions. Just as we did before, we're going to need to re-enter into memory mode again on the wheelchair. You do that again by pressing button number 8 until LED 8 starts flashing green. Once you're in the memory mode again, you're going to use buttons 1, 2, and 3 to recall those desired positions. The position that we saved earlier in position 1 can be recalled by pressing and holding button number 1 on your switchbox. The actuators will run together, usually at the same time, until that desired position is reached. Once that position has been accomplished, you'll notice that there's a little green LED that will light up above that button, indicating that you have reached that desired position. One important thing to note regarding Permobil's memory feature is that the memory function can only be stored on positions that use smart actuators and actuators with positioning sensors. A good example of this is the Corpus 3G seating system. The power legs, power tilt, and power recline all use our smart actuator. Therefore, we can reserve the position in the memory of all 3 of those functions. However, actuators such as the elevator use switches for positioning, and we cannot recall the specific position of the seat elevator. If you have any questions regarding the application of your chair and seating system, feel free to contact your local dealer or your local Permobil sales rep.